Hello everyone, it's Jesse here. 1/4/2016, 10:57 p.m. Uh, had a great day, I guess you would say. It was just a decent day. Ooh, got a big forehead, by the way. Got a big head in general, just to let you know, or if you haven't already tell. Um, let's see, what to talk about today. Well, I got Stardust in my lap and she's pestering me. She's pulling on my tassels and been biting on my hair. I know that's not good for you to let your dog bite on your hair, but she's biting on my hair. Skip it's conked out there, and you may be able to see Starlight in that chair. I don't know, but how it's angled, because where the chair is on my camera, flippy screen LCD thing, is where you can zoom and stuff and then record. The record button is, and it's blocking it, so I can't tell I can't tell anything past right there. So she's like trying to get a more. She wanting to play. I guess she wanting to play. She's been in a frisky mood lately. She tore. I had got a package the other day. Y'all saw it, but the packaging I see still on my stacked on my desk right over here. And she pulled out the wrapping paper from a gift and tore it into. I mean, I wasn't in the bathroom more than. Well, I was probably in there for like 10, 15 minutes or something. And I come back and it's torn into 100 different pieces. I'm like, jeez. So she's a terrorizer of paper at least. I don't know if something pissed her off or she just decided to get real frisky with it. But anywho, mom left just in case. Thank you all for your comments and everything. I've replied to a bunch of comments today, but then I took a break from 7 to 10, or from 7 to now. And I haven't replied to any more of the comments, but thank you guys for saying, like, you're praying and stuff like that, and thank for your, like, just for your support. I appreciate that a lot. Uh, it's you got the ones that you've been with me for a long time. Y'all know this is an ongoing struggle that's been going on for a long time, and but now it's starting, like, it's getting worse. It's getting to the point where it's pretty bad to handle, and it's I wouldn't say I'm done, but I'm really close to the edge of being like just disconnecting completely. I've got some bad news. And nothing that impacts me immediately, but I guess I'll share it with you guys because I want you to know, because it could drastically change this channel or my videos completely when it goes down, when whatever goes down, when it goes down. My grandfather owns this property and owns, this building plus all the land. It's a very large chunk of, it's half a block. No, a fourth of a block. It's a fourth of a block. And he just made the insurance payment on the property and building not too long ago. But that's only for a year. And the insurance company got back with him and said the building is too old. We're not going to insure it anymore after this cycle. So there's on one hand I can live here without insurance, which is an option. By the way, I don't even have any smoke detectors. I ran on a budget, so I really should save up for smoke detectors or spend what money I do have on smoke detectors. But I don't even have smoke detectors. But just thinking about the building itself, it needs maintenance badly on the other end, starting on the other end. But so yeah, that's that's my news, that's my bad news. The insurance is going to be for a year. Once the insurance is dropped, I could either still stay here and just live here. I could live here for another 10 years or whatever without insurance. But if anything ever were to happen, like a fire or burglary or tornado damage, which is a possibility where I live, and it's happened before, um, I wouldn't get flooding insurance. If our dam broke at the lake, my whole property, this whole thing would be filled up with water. Um, so I'd just be without insurance. And if anybody out there is owning or renting a house, or especially if you own the house that you're in, tell me what you would do as far as insurance wise. Would you move? Would you try to sell the property and move into a house? Um, but that's a big financial burden that I don't have the money for. I spent my last money from the years that I was working that I'd saved up on building this apartment, not even thinking that, oh, maybe one day the insurance company will drop us. So that wasn't even like I had plans that my grandparents had promised me to will the property to me after they pass away and everything like that. So but those planned, like, what am I going to do with a piece of property that it can't be insured? And I don't even know if there may be penalties for not paying property insurance. I don't know. I don't know anything about owning a piece of property. So any kind of response below would be helpful. I had spoke to my grandmother, and she said that I said, well, when she told me that, I said, well, what am I going to do? I've got 7. Let's see. I don't know how many. Let's see. Let me count my dogs. Jesus. Okay, there's Skip It. She was first. Scotty, Bobo, brothers. Then there's Lily, Prince, Bogart. He was born here. He has got major problems. So does Bobo. They both have issues, like they have worse social anxiety than I do. Seriously. But all my dogs don't really like people. But yeah, Bogart. Then Starlight, Stardust. 8. So that makes 8 now. And what am I gonna do? Like, if I have to move? So I was telling my grandma, I've got dogs, and she knows I have dogs. I can't just move to like a little apartment. That ain't gonna suit. Like a little apartment somewhere in a complex here in town or something. That can't happen because I can't take my dogs with me, and these dogs are not going anywhere. And I'll fight for their lives. I'm not separating these dogs. Now Lily, she could go to a new home. She doesn't like being here because she stays back there with the males. She's not sociable. She was abused. It was a rescue situation. But she would do well in another home without dogs or with dogs. But I think she's adoptable out. And so would Prince, my little Chihuahua male. But I love him to death, so I don't think I could ever get rid of him. But Lily could go to a new home, potentially. But Skip It, no. Starlight, Stardust, no. Bobo has his issues. Bogart is his son. They both have anxiety, serious anxiety. And Scotty is my protection. He's my big male protector. So that's all of them. So it's a pack. It's a pack mentality. I mean, I own a pack. I don't own dogs. I own a pack of dogs. They are a tight knit pack. There is a pecking order. As you can tell, Skip It and Starlight are at the top, pretty much, and Stardust now. Only because Skip It, she's just a matriarch, and she's took that role. She is the number one in this house as far as dogs are concerned. She's number one. Starlight comes in a close second, but Scotty takes care of the rest of the pack. He keeps everybody in line. He even intimidates them too, which is bad for a dog, but he is a good he's a good alpha male. Alpha female right here, and the alpha male is back there, and his name is Scotty. Even though Scotty and Bobo are brothers, Scotty took the miniature pinscher side, and Bobo took the Chihuahua side, so that's what they look like. And Bobo is smaller, and he's very, very intimidated by his brother. They do get into scrap sometimes, but Bobo has like he wasn't. They were rescues too, and he's just not ever been right, ever. And it has to be blood genetic, because Bogart, his son, who she gave birth to, the very first dog I kept that she gave birth to, I tried to give him to a new home as a puppy. He was returned 3 times by 3 different people because he was completely antisocial. He would not move from the spot they put him in. I tried once to giving him to family and seeing if they could take care of him. They couldn't handle it. They called me back the very next day to come get him because they said he didn't move from where they put him. So he can't. You know, you guys understand. I can't just like say, okay, just give away my dogs or find new homes for them. It's not like that. They all have their own little personality quirks and stuff, and I don't think they would work well outside of this pack. That makes sense. If you're an animal person, you probably understand, especially if you own dogs or lots of dogs or have owned lots of dogs in the past. Anyways, I've talked long enough. Last thing I'm going to say is Mom's gone. She left early today, and I don't know if I got to that or not, but she's gone, and she won't be back till Friday, Saturday, or something like that. So, that means if the part comes in, or the part is in, and they're lying to me and have the part anyways and was just waiting for Mom to leave, either way, when the part comes in, or I'll let them know Mom's going to be gone for the week. So my door may get fixed for this week. Maybe. Just maybe. Alright guys, I'll let you go. Peace, I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for sticking in there and supporting me too, by the way.